The heck, everything.
Bro, we going live. Yeah, man. We back, man. Bigger business, man. Some snow. You know
That's Idaho Joe, if you didn't know. Yeah.
We had a
Snow Oakland, baby.
They had to put a polar bear to mix.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But
yeah,
man.
This, I ain't gonna want to live. I want to live.
Yeah, calm down. Yeah, man. Yeah, we outside, man. Bigger business. Well, we inside tonight. You know what I'm saying? Knicks, y'all suck. Carl Anthony Towns. I mean, you tried. That was a good effort. I can't hate on it.
What was the final score?
I got to get E for effort. They lost. I don't know. I turned it off.
You said a Z for zesty?
I said a Z for zesty and an E for effort. 130 to 121, I think that was the final score. Yeah, they let the boys go dumb on the boys.
Did you bet on that?
I got $100 bet on the series.
Oh, that's
something slight, but
that's something slight to a Michelin man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Cuz at Michigan. She out there doing her thing, playing softball. You know what I'm saying? This is her shirt, since you want to bring it up. When we went to her, going away party, they gave us these shirts. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cuz. Yeah, man, let's get right into it, man. It's late tonight. We want to give y'all all the topics we can. We're coming back from Memorial Day weekend. How was your Memorial Day weekend? Let's start there.
It was cool, man. It was cool. Went out once, stayed in the house. I actually had some good
Christian fun.
Some good barbecue.
Oh, when?
A good barbecue.
When?
What was this?
That's how we act. You see, he don't tell me about no barbecue.
I didn't go out Friday.
Don't tell me about nothing.
On Saturday. It was Sunday.
Who was cooking?
One of the neighbors. It was cool.
Okay, cool.
It was cool.
All right. Sound like good. Yeah, mine was pretty. It was cool. I was chilling, kick back. I'm saying I was Frisco for a minute. Went to one of them little arcade bars.
When? Okay then.
All right, then.
Exactly.
All right,
yeah.
But yeah, man. Shout out Milo. Shout out Wiki Styles, man. They got the after hour jumping downtown Oakland. You know what I'm saying? That's familiar right there. So they out there doing their thing, man. Y'all go check that out if y'all in the Bay Area, Oakland, California, San Francisco, Richmond, Vallejo, man. Go pull up. You know what I'm saying? Boom. You know who should have pulled up and maybe pulled out?
I was whack.
Damn, I can't even click it.
Yeah,
pull it out. Look at that boy. What he look like? Is it not? Shout out Travis, Hunter and Lena for finally tying that knot, man.
Jump in the broom.
Rookie contract. Married right then. Prime of it, or the start of his young career. He wanted to get his woman, lock her down, put the on her. You feel me? Because I'm allergic to this type of shit, man. But
that was good.
Yeah, man. They put it on there, man. They tied that knot. Travis, Hunter, Lena, congratulations, man. No prenup. Clap it up. Clap it up for Lena.
Mm-hmm.
And Travis, he look happy. Bought her a $600,000 G-Wagon.
And clean.
Clean as hell. And I must say, very beautiful wedding. I can't hate on the actual setup. And, no matter what we say, it was a beautiful wedding. They put out a lot of clips, try to show the lack thereof affection. Like she didn't want to kiss on them or, you know what I'm saying? She was even in that clip. They said he was
her makeup, man. She was beat. She was 8. Whatever that mean.
She was beat, fleet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She turned around once she started looking at her with that little smile. That's one goofy old boy, a little goofy ass country bumpkin. But
he looked like actual Goofy.
And he looked like
actual Goofy. Did you think about it?
That's what he looked like.
That's exactly what he looked like.
Cartoon Goofy.
Like Goofy.
That's exactly what he looked like. Yeah, man.
I am a hater, but at this point in time, he was so happy.
Outlasted the hate. I ain't gonna lie.
At this point in time, he was so happy I can't really hate on him, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to learn on his own.
Yeah, hopefully he don't got to, man. Let's just hope for the best.
He don't have to learn.
Let's hope for the best.
No, just have to learn.
I'm praying for you, my boy Travis, because you know you one hell of You one hell of a man, period, point blank. Whether or not what people say, you stand on principles and morals, and you know you say something and you do it, man. Even if it includes marrying a woman that the public might not feel like is for you, you know you stood on business. I think she got a baby bump too. I think I seen a little.
Oh, she don't have all that. She's
Yeah.
securing that bag, baby.
Yeah.
She's securing that bag.
I mean, they might be in love. Pretty sure there's some type of love. She can't not love him. How far can a female act? Can she act this far?
If you finna get that bag.
Yeah.
You never acted before?
Yeah, back in my day. Yeah. A few times. Yeah.
Laugh at jokes that wasn't funny.
Mm-hmm.
Go on activities.
I mean, the back right, everything's funny to me.
I'm just saying though, go on do activities that you didn't really want to do.
Yeah. That's how I do that for free, man.
We in California, baby, Hollywood, the land of the actors, baby.
Yeah. Where they come, but where they come from? Florida? Some Florida girls and boys.
I'm talking about us, man.
Oh yeah, us.
Yeah.
Well, where they at? Where he get drafted? In Jacksonville? He's still in Florida. Shout out, back in Florida. Shout out Travis, back at home.
Mm-hmm.
They said the wedding was styled by a Mississippi artist, and they did all the florals and decorations. If this get clipped, I'll add in the actual scenery.
Where was his mom and his pops at?
Okay, that's what I wanted to get to.
Yeah.
First alleged issue, his pops was in jail. They let pops out to go to the wedding.
Are you serious?
And she had a problem with it. She said she didn't want him there with all that ghetto stuff.
Are you serious?
That's the first alleged story I heard. Y'all fact check.
Do they let people out to go to weddings?
I mean, if you Travis Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
If you Travis Hunter, I'm pretty sure there's a bag behind that. Money make the world go round. But that's the first alleged fact. There was controversy over the dad getting out to come see the wedding. She didn't want him there. Was she wrong for not wanting pops fresh out there or getting released for the wedding?
I mean, all right. She was definitely wrong. This is one of my biggest moments of my life. Mm-hmm. You feel me? He already missed me being drafted. You feel me? Being drafted, first round, high pick. Was he first overall pick? No, he was
second, number 2.
Yeah, number 2 pick overall. He already missed that.
Okay.
Then it's like the second biggest thing, To Travis Hunter, it might be the biggest thing in his life to this point. You feel me? Besides, winning that Super Bowl that he gonna try and get, real soon. My dad, I put a bag up or,
number 2, he was granted permission to attend son's wedding, and he also attended the 2025 draft.
Oh, he had a draft?
He was at the draft too.
All right, did he attend the wedding?
He attended both. Hunter, 39, is halfway through the community control portion of his sentence stemming from gun and drug charges.
39?
He 39. The dad 39. Okay, so now we getting somewhere. Travis Hunter's dad seemed like he was in the streets. Maybe not always there. I know he was an athlete. I know moms and dad was athletes, but it seemed like after they was track stars for real. Track don't really pay out how the NFL and all that pay out unless you become like a grand Olympic runner. So pops in and out of jail. So I cut you off before. Was she wrong for because I got another question after this. Was she wrong for getting upset about pops coming?
So he came, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Why you gonna be upset at my pops? It's coming to support me on the biggest day of my life to marry you. Like I don't get that, But women, when they get married, they be so particular with who this and who that and who's coming and who's not. And
that's cool.
And that special day and all like that, just for it to be gone in 3-4 years, if that's even the longevity on that. But in my opinion, she was wrong for tripping out like that. I'm glad Travis Hunter put his hoof down and it's my daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I had his dad there. That would have been crazy. I would have, made me not like her even more.
Yeah, I'm thinking some controlled release. She probably seen how he had to come to the draft with some type of officer escort or something. So it's probably the same thing for the wedding. So maybe that's why. Right. Now, okay, that leads me to my next question. and it's an assumption that Pops may have been some type of career criminal with Travis throughout Travis Hunter life. Forgive me if I'm wrong. The lack thereof that father, and I hate to make this assumption because if he was there, he was there. I don't want to be like he wasn't there, but if you getting out of prison for the gun drug charges and you gotta get special releases to see your son get drafted, he only 18, 19, 20 something. He probably missed a large part of his adulthood. You know what I'm saying? Did that have anything to play with his alleged gullibility in this situation? With this young lady right here, you think if Pops was there to put a little bit more game in his ear, he would still marry her without a prenup in his rookie year of his NFL contract?
Pops definitely not being there if he wasn't there definitely played a part. Growing up, all you want is a family.
Mm-hmm.
All you want is a mom and a pops and some siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Or just a mom and a pops. With a granny on the side or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's if your pops ain't there, then you need a younger brother or older brother. You need some type of man.
Mm-hmm.
Man in your life. So yes, I could see that definitely making him want to grow up. Latch on to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Lena, in this situation, and start a family of his own. Especially with what has he done wrong so far?
Nothing.
So in his mind,
even marry her ain't necessarily wrong.
In his mind, he ain't did no wrong so far, and he been trusting his gut, and his gut has led him to be the second overall pick. He has a fruitful future in front of him, and he feel like he got the the queen in his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So he feel like he ain't doing nothing wrong. Deion tried to put a bug in his natural. Yeah, he didn't listen. Deion is not his biological father. I'm pretty sure he probably talked to his father on the phone. At this point in time, you ain't really been in my life like that, so I really don't. We could talk, but how much am I really listening to you? You telling me, I done did all this without you, and we over the jail phone, and you telling me, hey man, get a prenup, hey man, watch for them girls, man, or as a father that's in jail, I just related to being like a big brother to or just a older sibling to a younger sibling that's finally like a young adult and out there doing adult stuff. You don't want to chastise them too much. You want them to tell you everything, but then you don't want to judge them too much, so that way they don't turn you.
You can't really he said to make $100 million right now, you in prison. What you really gonna tell him? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Can't really tell him too much.
Can't really tell him too much. Dion didn't come to the wedding.
Yeah, I mean, hey. Was Dion supposed to come? I'm pretty sure he got an invite, huh?
Most definitely. Dion was like a father.
Do you think Shador came? Ain't nobody condoning that sap shit.
I don't think none of them came.
Ain't nobody condoning that sap shit, bro. Ain't nobody condoning that. I'm not mad at that. There's
a lot of people there, so moms and probably everybody was there. But the black woman be having the most game though, so that's why I be like, you know what I'm saying?
Mom's is shook by that money. Mom got some money. She shook.
They gonna tell you now. Your mama gonna tell you. She gonna be like, hey man, you don't know what you got.
Where is he originally from? Is he from the southern part of the United States?
South,
well, then you know how they getting down there. In a structured household. Love that woman right. Put that woman first. Give her some babies. And take care of your family. He's been doing that.
Well, and then we gotta bring, hate to be Mr. Religion. Let's just say this Travis Hunter strikes me as a gentleman that is not a bad person at all. You know what I'm saying? He strikes me as a stand-up good kid. So let's just pray that God watches over people like that. You know what I'm saying? And make, even if that woman gets a little serpent in the ear, let's pray that God makes it hard for that woman to do anything, outside of these bonds that they got going on. You feel me? If anything, she taken care of. She could just sit up and put her feet up, man. If she can control earthly desires and not be looking at teammates, coaches, or the pool boy, you know what I'm saying? All she gotta do is, she's living her life. She gets the attention she wants. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they got a YouTube channel. She for sure wants attention. She get the attention she wants. She got a star NFL player right there. She's finna have a little stud baby. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she's smart enough to use, like, if she's not truly in love with the man, and we don't know if she is, or ain't truly in love with him. We get bits and pieces and clips and shit of what they relationship is like. We don't know what happens behind closed doors. We can tell from body language and situations like, she ain't all the way there, but she young too. Let's keep it real. She older than Travis. Let's put that out there. But she's still young. So she still might not even know.
How old is she?
I just want to say she's a year or two older than Travis. I'm like,
she's probably like
23, maybe 4.
All right. Well, he probably was like, what, 20?
1, 2.
Okay. So,
yeah.
3 years older. Now, a man's love and a woman's love are two totally different things.
Most definitely.
A woman's love is way more emotional. A dude's love is, it seems like it's more like, don't want to love you yet, don't want to love you yet. All right, I love your ass. Don't play with me. Let's do this. I'm serious. I'm all the way in.
That's more like, I would say, like a player's standpoint. I don't think Travis was so much of a player standpoint. I wouldn't be surprised if she took his virginity. He think he can get in the bad girl.
But you see how he loving her though. Yeah, he's all the way in.
Definitely all the way in.
That's what I'm talking about that. He's all the way in. Once we decide to love, we all the way in. In this generation, as far as women, it's like what you gonna do for me? And don't forget, he's already banned up when he's in college.
Yeah,
he already had his potential when he was in high school.
Fat house college.
You feel me? So he was already getting paid in college. So you feel me? She older. She knew what she was getting into, man. I don't want to keep condemning their love. If it's love, it's love. If
we here now. It's not we can do now, so ain't no point in condemning it because it's like.
But I'm just saying, just what I'm saying. Them getting married, him buying her, cars and stuff like that. She bought him a car.
She did.
She bought him that Raptor truck back in the day. I don't want to keep condemning their love. Whatever God has in store for Travis at this point in time, whether it's Lena supporting him or Lena being what's that word? Conspicuous, promiscuous,
promiscuous.
Yeah. Either that, whatever it is, God had it lined up for him, and it's all gonna be a lesson.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be a lesson. How long you think they wedding?
I'm rooting for him at this point.
Gonna last.
I'm rooting for him at this point, man.
How long you think their marriage gonna last?
I hope it goes the distance.
What's the distance?
The distance.
What's the distance?
The distance, brother. Kids, watch the kids grow up.
You can do all that in 10 years.
No, the kids. I'm talking about. I hope it goes as far
10-year-old is a grown person.
Go see Travis Hunter Jr. or Travis Hunter III at the draft with his mama.
What's gonna happen with
Travis together? You know what I'm saying? I mean, typical relationship. Marriage probably 5 years. They've been together for umpteen years now, so they probably got. I mean, if I put my my man, they've been through a whole bunch of stuff. 3 years. But if I can take away that and think with a God-fearing headspace, or what I'm saying, just being wishful and hopeful thinking, hopefully, they go the distance, 10, 20, 30 years, you know what I'm saying? It's not, it doesn't seem too realistic in this generation, but I'm rooting for him at this point. If he like it, I love it. I just get to that point with people. When people get past, like, when it's the warning, like, hey, bro, you tripping. And when people be like, this is what I'm doing, I'm just wanting people to be like, that's bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm only going to tell you, hey, man, don't hang with them brothers right there, man. They finna, they be on that. You finna get in trouble. Hey, be ready. Don't get and you feel me? If somebody bypass all my warnings, get in these streets, and they love it, and they turn into that, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. If I'm telling you, hey, bro, that, hey, man, she ain't cool. I don't know why you want to do it with that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even do that in the first place, because I don't really like, I'm not going to, if my brother or one of my other brothers is messing with a girl, I'm not going to fault him off the initial, he knocked her, oh, she's just a bop, or this, that, and the third. I'm going to wait to go see what she does while she's in a relationship with him, and I might remind him, he might remind him of what your girl did while you was in a relationship with her. Because that's what we got.
I'm not that guy. I'm not. If somebody get on the chat and just bring it up, like
whether you bring it up in confidant with this man, whether you bring it up on the chat.
But if you bring it up, then you must want some answers, man.
So
you feel me?
That's where kind of I start judging women off. The older I get, and it's sad to say, the older I get, the more kind of understanding I got for women, and it depends on age range, situation. You know what I'm saying? I might be like, all right, I'm in my 30s, early 30s. I might expect a young 21-year-old, 23, 4, 25-year-old to go bump her head a few times before she get there. I don't really want to deal with them. At this age, I don't deal with them, that young, nothing, especially nothing serious that young. You know what I'm saying? Or deal with them at all. But I would expect, like, if I had a younger homie and he had a girl that was 23, let's say he 27, you know what I'm saying? And he like, oh, this is my girl. Me knowing, I'm like, bro, she gonna bump her head a couple times, especially if she come from these lovely urban communities that we got around here.
What she gonna bump her head on? I think
she gonna bump her head on it. She gonna bump her head on.
Yeah.
But we grew up in Richmond, Berkeley, Oakland, Frisco, this inner Bay Area, San Leandro, Hayward. Any inner city
where the dope boys at, the pimps, the players, the hustlers.
You feel me? They got
scammers.
They gotta go through the ringer unless you catch one of them ones out the way that stay out the way, and that's just how they is. You know what I'm saying? If she grew up in the land of the sharks, she gotta get bit. We gotta get bit. You feel me? Hey, coming up out here, we getting bit by the women that we deal with, the older homies from the hood, the street. You know what I'm saying? Your partners, we gotta get bit. Everybody get bit out here. So
circle of life, man.
I'll tell her brother, hey, she gonna get bit. And the Lena girl that Travis Hunter just married, seemed like she got bit a couple times. I think she been through it a little bit. You feel me? You think she already they fake exposed her for being a girl, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, no, for being a monster, bro. In the club, got you sitting on the club waiting on.
I mean, if you
up there twerking on the next dude.
Yeah, if you gonna be a sap, you're gonna be a sap. That's just
shooting music videos and all type of shit like that. I mean, it's a young life out here.
Yeah, if that's if you want to choose to be that,
you know how it go, man.
I only hold her at fault because it's like if you being a good guy while she doing all that, that's what make it bad. Now
that's what make us, as
Because if I know I'm on that type of time and I got a broad that's on that type of time and we just on that type of time, like this ain't really mine. We just, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, but if I'm sitting outside, the only thing I better be sitting outside is if I'm getting some type of financial reconciliation for it. You know what I'm saying?
That's tight.
Back then, you know what I'm saying? That's the only time you're gonna have me sitting outside. You better be at a work dinner. You know what I'm saying? Better be somewhere in a professional manner somewhere, but I ain't taking nobody no party and sitting outside reading plays and
that's what had us so worked up and riled up at first. It was like, that's our
it's just the fact that
brother from across the states, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Just the fact that she was dissing him.
Yeah.
I didn't like him at first. And then when his last college game, remember she was that's what started it. She didn't want to give him a kiss after you staring at the cheerleaders in the crowd. It's like, bitch, so what? This my last college game at Colorado State, or I don't know if that was at the old. I'm finna go to the draft. You sitting here arguing with me right now. Sometimes women need to know their place. That's what really got everybody started with her.
She seems like she's super spoiled, and he keep on spoiling her.
And that's the other side.
And when she don't get spoiled, everything gonna turn sour.
That's the other side. That's what really is going. There's a mental dynamic here, which is why he also didn't sign that prenup, which probably will come back to bite him in the ass. Is she got you feeling like you're winning, that you're winning dealing with her. You feel me? Somehow, some way, shape, form, she got the relationship aspect to. I don't want to say you chasing her, but you low key, like, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you won, you know what I'm saying? Which is good. Every man should feel like they won. But we all know relationships go a lot better when they like you more than you like them. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't ever not give me a smooch in my finest moment.
Period. Point blank. But
enough about that sap.
Yeah.